So I want to ask you both about your faith and how does faith play into you both getting through this and getting through tough times. I think our viewers would like to hear about that because
oh my gosh,
a lot of people don't have the same faith or the same positive outlook.
Literally everything. You know, I mean, I know for me, there's no way that I would be living the life that I'm living outside of God. It's just not. You know, like I said earlier, for me, most of my life was prophesied before things ever happened. So you're going to be an actress and you're going to live in Hollywood and you're going to work with Oprah and you're going to work with Tyler Perry. Like literally point by point, but you're going to own property. Start looking for property. I'm like, but I can't afford property. Like, no, well, God is saying that you're about to come into property, so you need to start looking for it.
And then it happened.
Right. And then it happened. Each and everything happened. So I realized, that God really does have a plan for our lives, that it's not just a saying, right? That's really true. And that if we actually get quiet enough, like quiet ourselves enough to just try and listen to what God is saying and to ask him, like, show me, direct me.
Show me. Yes.
That he will actually do it. And I've had him do it in very miraculous ways. So as far as faith, you know, when it came to this time, like I said, that whole first week, I'm crying. I'm like, oh my God, what's happening to the world now? This and that, you know, because fear imagines the negative, right? Before it even happens.
Right.
But faith is what imagines too, but imagines a positive outcome, right? And it's rooted in something. And so for me, I was really confronted with, what do you actually believe? If you're stressing out like this, what do you really believe?
Right.
Do you believe God's in control? The same God that's brought you through so many other things?
Yes.
Or don't you? And I was confronted with that question myself. And that's why I said I made a choice. I made a choice to believe. I made a choice to anchor, because if I'm going to believe that productions or systems or jobs or tenants or whomever has the final say, then I'm not actually believing that there's a higher power. I'm believing in everything that I can see.
Right.
But I believe that faith is the substance of what's hoped for and not seen.
And not seen. Mm-hmm.
So the evidence is not in what you see. The evidence is in what you believe.
Right.
So that honestly has really, really, really gotten me through this time. I'm like, wait, God, how can I doubt you now? Yeah, things are difficult. They're challenging. Things are happening all around. But that doesn't give me permission to now doubt you and doubt your goodness. That just means I need to press in so I can get perspective on what's actually happening.
Thanks for sharing that, because you know it sounds it's good to hear, and it's necessary to hear. I think a lot of people that lose faith because they've had a string of bad things happen to them, and to their to their credit, it is more difficult to have this faith when the past hasn't reflected such a positive outcome.
Yeah.
And how do we dig deeper, April? How do we dig down deeper during those times to keep us positive?
You know, the thing about fear is it makes us have amnesia, and, when we think, when you think back about all the things that your creator has brought you through, for me, that's what motivates me to continue to have faith, so that's what I do. I just think about where I was. Now you go get me emotional. I just think about where I was.
Yeah,
be emotional. I've been feeling it while you have been talking. Like seriously.
Yeah. I mean, I think about where I was yesterday, and the day before that. I'm on the path to growing every day. How can I be better than I was yesterday? And I see it working. I see it happening in my life. So that's why I'm able to have that faith. So I want to just repeat again, fear and faith don't dwell in the same place. You got to choose one or the other. And that's the cool thing about our creator, is that he or she, as I think God is a woman, she has given us free will to make a choice. And it's really as simple as that, and complicated too. But it's really as simple as that. Really, it's just about making a choice and say, you know what, damn it, I'm going to be happy.
I love that.
I'm going to choose life. I'm going to choose happiness. Now, of course, we can't control those things that throw us a curveball, aka Corona. But I'm gonna still choose happy. So I'm grateful. Great gratitude. That's it, Claudia. Gratitude. That's where I always like to go back to the core. And the core for me is gratitude.
I love what both of you ladies are saying. I remember hitting rock bottom years ago where I still had to pretend I was popping and still had to pretend I was a celebrity and pretend I had it going on. Meanwhile, every day I got home, I was looking for that foreclosure notice on my door. I knew I was behind. I knew I was financially ruined. I knew we weren't popping like they once were, but I still had all those, we have the voices, the people that don't like you, your enemies that are like celebrating that. You gotta save face. And I remember being rock bottom, and I felt like I had nothing to look forward to. I felt like I am done. I kind of felt like I was about to lose faith. I remember like getting on my knees at the foot of my bed and like having you have those cries from your soul where it ain't a pretty cry. It's not like it's a
wail.
That old ugly cry.
It was like that, and I still was like, I know you have a plan for me. I don't know what it is or how we're gonna get there, and I swear. It happens, like it did, and getting through all of that, like I can't believe I was even in the mindset where I even doubted it, but I did because I was just so beat up, And I want the people that are watching this, like they can easily say, well, look at y'all ladies, you're on television, you're in movies, you're in TV shows. Of course it's easy to have the faith, but I really want people watching to listen to these ladies. I don't think they're saying that everything was always perfect. No. And I don't think they're saying, oh, I had faith and things are good and they worked out great. That comes from something. It probably came from getting through some things.
Yes.
And having a story. And I bet you if we dug a little deeper, I'm sure you both have stories that could probably that you probably didn't know at that time how you get through it. And you did.
Oh yeah.